Good morning, Patterson here. Out here in my happy place with my Turbo Levo, looking out over the world, trying not to fall off those twisty trails down the cliff, which keeps your concentration skills up, of course. But, that got me to thinking. This morning I listened to a lovely podcast about the significance of death, which is a heavy topic, but only as much as that it really opens the door to living. And in that, the conclusion was that death is nothing more than a release of energy. And why is it that everybody, absolutely everybody at the time of death, feels really free and unencumbered? And there's some physical reasons for that. One is that our water goes out of our body, and it's in our water that we theoretically may hang on to a lot of our emotions. So if we let go of those emotions as we let go of the water, we have this transcendence. Now, the only other way to get that besides dying is to be in nature, to be close to the source of all communication. And this is why we tend to go outside and find ourselves in these beautiful places and connect. It re-cleanses, it reboots, it detoxes our mind and emotions. Get back to me on that. Tell me if there's not a time that you don't go out, that you feel pretty darn good after you get back out of just sitting on the hill, playing with the grass and just letting the world soak in. And boy, I think that's one of the most interesting things. Now, when you go back to Dan Buettner's observation in his book Thrive, it backs up this point, and he shows that people who are the happiest on the planet tend to have the most acceptance, the most love in their lives, and the least amount of fear, the most certainty. And that happened to be a little town up in Mexico with about 14,000 people in it. And the average income was quite low on a world standard, but it didn't matter. The people were happy and secure and felt loved and taken care of in their communities. They were tapped into their source that way. And in our society now, as we tend to isolate, we tend to plug into our devices, we tend to go into our little homes, not congregate. This allows the storage of a lot of that angst that accumulates as what we call stress. But basically, it adds up into the old brain, and it slows us down from extreme happiness and exploring the awe and curiosity that this trip brings to us. And so I guess what I'm saying is that on one side you have this love and acceptance and inclusion factor, and the other side you have this fear of uncertainty. And boy, is there ever a time in our world where we are uncertain. So I think we need to double dose and double down on our nature exposure and take our friends with us. So that's my solution. And it helps me. I'm sure it will help you. Get back to me with your observations and share some stories. Look forward to it. Have a great, great day.